let's chat real quick. Over the past few months, since the beginning of the year, really, I've been trying to be a lot more intentional about the content that I create and what I put out. Really trying to figure out where I fit into the influencer space. I've been doing this job for a year and a half full time now, and the first year was very rough. It was rough to figure out how to create content consistently, figure out how to create content that was authentic to me and that I enjoyed to create, to know when I should hop on a trend or not. All of that seems very superficial, but can take a toll on you when you're having a hard time navigating it. And that's really one of the main reasons why I've never been able to commit to vlogging, because in all honesty, I really just don't do a whole lot, and I didn't want to pretend that I do a whole lot for the sake of making content. So I just felt like I didn't have anything valuable to add to the vlogging space, even though in my heart of hearts I know that vlogging is the best way probably to showcase my personality and let you guys more into my world and really have you get to know me on a more personal level than on other platforms. Earlier in the year, I had made a video about how I didn't achieve any of the things that I wanted to achieve last year. And you know what? I've been working on myself a lot since the beginning of the year, and I have realized that I am the problem. I think that more than I would like to admit, I let my fear and anxiety of doing new things or pushing myself out of my comfort zone get in the way of me being the best version of myself. And so I think that's really what I want my vlogging process to be about, is growing into the best version of myself. And so that's what this series is gonna be. It's gonna be about growing pains rather than just showing you random things that I'm doing throughout the day, which I didn't find any joy in doing. I want to be intentional with filming myself and sharing myself with you guys, and hopefully this growing process and figuring out how to be the best me that I can be is ultimately helpful and interesting to you guys. It's Tuesday now. Got my chai latte. If you like the chai from Starbucks, I highly recommend buying this. I don't know if this is what they use at Starbucks, but it tastes identical. One can or one container or whatever is like $3. You can make 5 chais with it. You just do half chai concentrate and then half whatever milk you want to use, and like it tastes identical to Starbucks. So go get that instead of wasting your money. I just wanted to chat real quick again, checking in before I get my day started. It's like 7 o'clock right now. But I wanted to talk about the importance of like having hobbies as an adult, which is something that I seriously neglected. And I feel like there's a lot of adults that don't really have hobbies. It's just, you know, work and then your social life. But because I had moved to a city where I don't know anyone, my life kind of had just become work only. And that was not good. It literally got to a point where every single day, all I was doing was working. I work from home, so I wasn't really going outside. All of my goals in my life were work focused. Everything that I wanted to achieve was all about my work. And there's just more to life than work. So centering my whole world around it just turned out to be something that was very unhealthy for my mental health, which is where hobbies come in. Oh my gosh. Why do we neglect these things? And here's the thing. Because at one point, influencing and making content was my hobby. When I was in college, I was making content for fun. It was a hobby. But now it's a job. So there's been like a shift there. I think about it differently. With a hobby, it literally doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. Nobody gives a fuck if I suck at tennis, okay? My other hobby is cooking. Nobody gives a fuck if my food tastes bad. I mean, except for like me and my man, because we have to eat it. But if I'm bad at my job, like that's a problem. If I'm bad at like what I do to earn money, earn a living, like that's not great. But if I'm bad at a hobby, who gives a fuck? It's just something that I do for fun that makes me happy. And I think that's the kicker. Having goals that are related to your hobbies aren't going to feel like detrimental if you don't achieve them, because you were just doing it for fun anyways. If I tell myself, oh, this week I really want to work on my serve in tennis, or this week I really want to try to make this new recipe. If I fuck up the recipe, if my forehand doesn't get any better, if my serve doesn't get any better, I'll just try again next week. Like, no one is sad about me not achieving goals that are just related to me having fun. But when it came to work, when work was like my whole world, like I was overly critical about everything that I was doing. It was like if every piece of content I put out wasn't perfect, every piece of content didn't get high engagement, if I didn't reach a certain follower count, if I didn't reach a certain engagement level, it was like the world was collapsing around me, because I felt like I was putting all this work in every day, day in, day out, and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. I wasn't achieving the goals that I wanted. This is my job. And it's a job where there really isn't any blueprint. So it's very hard to measure your level of success in a job where there's no like set out career path. So I was just putting myself down the rabbit hole of being miserable because I wasn't achieving what I thought were the standards of success in my industry. So I just really wanted to talk about that because, I don't know, it could be something that other people are struggling with, but get a hobby. I haven't had a hobby since I was like, I'm really young. In high school, like I didn't really have any hobbies because I was so focused on like getting into college, and like I kind of gave everything up and focused on academics, which in hindsight like probably wasn't a good thing either. But like I haven't picked up a skill to do for fun in a really long time, unless you want to count like influencing as that, but now it's my job, so I don't really count that. Yeah, get a hobby. It has like improved my life tenfold, and it could be like the most basic thing ever. And it doesn't have to be something that you've ever done before. It could be drawing. And you could just watch hella YouTube tutorials about how to draw. You can start with a stick figure. And I feel like it's really just like a release. I used to, on my days off, because at this point, there was a time where I could not figure out how to get a consistent schedule. But when I did, and I had days off, I would just sit on the couch and watch TV, which you choose to use your days off however you want to. But I think sitting in the house, sitting on the couch watching TV, I would ultimately just end up like scrolling through social media, which I don't know about y'all, but like doesn't make me the happiest. Kind of gets me starting to like compare myself to other people, all that kind of shit. But now on my days off, I like focus on working at things that I enjoy doing and that make me happy. So yeah, just pick up anything. And like on your days off, on your time off, if it genuinely makes you happy and you're improving at it day by day, slowly. I mean, I've been playing tennis for a year. I only started taking it seriously like a month or so ago. When I started a year ago, I would maybe play like once every few weeks. And tennis is kind of one of those things that you have to like consistently do to get better. But yeah, like doing something you really enjoy and seeing yourself improve at it day by day, like it just makes for like a fuller, more whole life, honestly. Like I fully believe that your whole life should not be your job. Like that's just my personal experience, and I feel like having a hobby has improved my life tenfold. We're about to head to the park so that Lulu can go on a walk. He's definitely a breed that like has to exercise constantly for him to behave. Like, it's a very athletic dog, so making sure he gets that energy out. So being here at the park, there's like a nature trail not far from where I live. So I try to get Lou out here as often as possible because he doesn't like playing at the dog park when there's other dogs there, just COVID dog things. And it also just gets me outside of the house. You'd be surprised how much of a goal it has been for me to just go outside and touch some grass. Okay, y'all, I am just checking in with you. I'm so sore and exhausted. Like, I've played tennis 5 days in a row at this point, and I'm tired. But I feel like I have really, like, been improving my game. Consistency is like really key with being good at tennis. So I feel like now that I've been playing more consistently for the past month, like I've really seen a difference in how I play. There was like an older guy on the court, like who was on the court next to us, who was like, oh, like, can I play with you guys or whatever? And do not ever underestimate old people when it comes to tennis, because most of those old people have been playing since they were like kids. So they've been playing for like 50, 60 years, like, and tennis is one of those sports that you don't have to be like young to be able to play well. Like, it's crazy how good some of these old folks is hitting. But yeah, bottom line, you can learn a whole lot from old folks when it comes to tennis. Like, he was kicking our asses. And I've only been playing for like a year, so I think I made some good progress in like time span that I've been playing, but whoo, when you've been playing for like decades, it's like crazy how good you can be. But now I'm about to stop at the grocery store real quick because I have like no food really to cook, so I'm gonna make some steak tacos for me and my man. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the store, and then I'm gonna just pick up any other little random things that I don't have right now. I'm not gonna do like a whole like grocery shopping of the week. I really just need a few things to like get me through the next couple of days, and I will do my full shopping trip sometime later in the week because I'm just not in the mood right now. It is Wednesday. I just put some foam on my braids and I am setting them right now because I'm getting ready to shoot some content. I'm gonna actually do my not traditional, but I'm gonna do my job today because I've kind of been like not slacking off, but just I had done a lot of my content for this week ahead of time, so I kind of got to take extra days off this week and just chill. In the same vein of what I was talking about yesterday in terms of like the importance of having a hobby as an adult and how it's like benefited my life, I mentioned that I used to spend like my days off or my days where I wasn't, working on content, just like hanging out on the couch, watching TV. And while that was relaxing, I do feel like when I still have some sort of structure in my day where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna maybe watch TV for an episode, but then at 10 o'clock I am gonna go play tennis, and then at this time I have this to do. I think still having structure in my day makes it way easier to like get back into the flow of working. I think that like sitting on the couch for maybe 2 or 3 days straight and not really going outside, not really doing much, it kind of like would throw off the tempo of my week and would make it really hard for me to wake up after 3 days of doing nothing and be like, you know what, I'm gonna work today. I honestly would not feel like working after 3 days of doing nothing, which might be surprising because you probably feel like, well, you should be rested. Why wouldn't you want to start working? But it's like, it would nullify my motivation to work. So I think I've realized I'm the kind of person where to perform at the best of my abilities, when I am taking a break or a day off, I still need to be doing something and having structure. That doesn't mean that I'm being productive, because I don't want to be burnt out. But I think there's a difference between being rested and relaxed and like doing nothing, because I do feel relaxed after I just focus on myself and do whatever it is that I want to do and not focus on work. As long as it's not like work related, I feel like I'm going to be relaxed and still be motivated to get back into work whenever I need to. So that's just another one of the ways that having a hobby has definitely benefited me. And I feel like this especially applies if you work from home, because I don't think I would be thinking this deeply about like how I spend my time, what I do with my time, when I need to go outside, when I need to stay inside at all, if I wasn't at home like 24/7, unless I make the extra effort to go outside. So yeah, when you have a job that really doesn't have any structure, outside of like deadlines to, you know, deliver sponsored content, it's like you have to make your own structure if you recognize that you're the kind of person that performs better in that type of environment. So today on the agenda, we are just going to, I think I'm gonna do a makeup video, but I need to brainstorm how to do that in a creative way, because I don't want to do it in a boring way. I've been really into like stop motion kind of videos on my Instagram. It's gonna be an Instagram video. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to incorporate stop motion into a makeup video, which could turn out really dope, but it's probably gonna take me a really long time to do. Yeah. Okay, so I just got done doing most of the product shots, which I did like half of them, and it took me like 2 hours. They're the most elaborate part of the video, so they're the most time consuming. I'm gonna do my actual like makeup for the video tomorrow. To me, there's no point in like doing my makeup now and then I don't like how the video looks. Like I really like to make sure that like the stop motion or like the highly edited parts of the video look best before I do the makeup, which is kind of like the finishing touch in the concept of the video. So yeah, I need to sit down and edit the clips to the music that I'm gonna use and make sure that everything like looks good together. Came in the mail, which is lit because I had the 11 Pro and it was kind of just, it's good, you know, I've had it for a minute, but I feel like the quality of like cameras and stuff and the content that you can record on your phone has just gotten a lot better. So I'm trying to see what that content is going to be looking like with a new phone. So I'm ready to upgrade. So I'm about to set it up right now. So I got my phone set up. It's really not all that different than the one that I already had. I really just only upgrade my phone for the sake of like the camera quality. Everything else, I really don't care about. Like, I have no idea what else this phone does. And I don't care. I just want my camera quality to be improved. In the spirit of talking about my hobbies and the importance of hobbies, which is what this whole video has kind of become about, I got some new tennis clothes because I'm about to go play. So I'm put on the new fit that I bought. First thing I got is from Aloe. Let me open it up. So cute. Okay, so I'm literally obsessed with Aloe tennis skirts. I'm gonna tell y'all. So when I first started playing tennis, I had no like actual tennis attire. I would literally pull up to the court in like a biker shorts and a sports bra, which at the time I didn't realize was just like not appropriate tennis etiquette. Like a lot of, I mean, okay, let's be real here. Okay, tennis is kind of like an elitist sport. It's a very white sport. There's just like standards that you have to adhere to, especially when you go to like a tennis club. Nobody really cares when you're at like a public like tennis court, but when you go to like a tennis club, like you need to dress accordingly or it's just like inappropriate. When I realized that, I was like, all right, like let's start investing in the fits. Like if I'm gonna really play the sport, like I'm gonna look cute. I'm not gonna pull up in some ugly ass shit. I'm gonna look good. And it was incredibly hard to find like cute and functional tennis skirts. I feel like tennis skirts are kind of like trendy right now, but like I need the skirt to be functional if I'm gonna play sports in it. Like the fabric needs to be like sweat wicking. It needs to have pockets in it for me to like put my balls in while I'm playing. And the skirt itself just has to be like have movement to it so I can move around properly when I'm playing. And so Aloe is literally one of the only brands that I found other than like Nike and stuff, but like a lot of the more athletic like tennis specific like branded clothing is very expensive. Aloe is also pricey, but I feel like the style factor makes the price worth it because like Aloe tennis skirts are a lot more cute than like Adidas and Nike tennis skirts. So this is literally my 5th one. And they release like new styles, new colors all the time. So it's just really exciting to be able to like still express myself through fashion and be able to play because I'm not putting on some ugly shit. I'm sorry. And this is the other item I got. It is, let me unwrap it so the wrapping isn't making all this noise. A bra tank top from Lululemon. It was on clearance. This is my first piece from Lululemon and honestly it feels very high quality. I can see why people like it. Another thing that I kind of struggled with when looking for tennis clothing is like, as I mentioned, there's like a way that you need to dress when you're on the court, especially when you're going to a club, and like wearing a sports bra as your top is like not super appropriate in certain settings. But I personally just don't like how loose fitting shirts feel when I'm working out. So I really wanted like a tank top that functioned as a bra, and I did not realize how hard it is to find those. Like a bra tank, like basically like a sports bra, but like can it not show my belly button? Earlier in this video, y'all saw me like wearing one outfit, which was like, it's like a polo bra, and that is like the perfect like tennis fit. Like it's preppy, it's cute, and it's also a bra. It's also comfortable. It's made for playing sports in. It's functional, like. But yeah, so bra tops like these that give me support but also give me the coverage that I'm looking for can be kind of hard to find. So whenever I see, you know, one that's like at a good price point, especially ones from like higher quality brands, if they're on clearance, like I've gotten a few. Nike definitely does make bra tank tops, and I always buy them when they're on clearance. And then I found these one. Lululemon has a bunch of them, and so I'm gonna also just buy those whenever they go on clearance because I don't really care necessarily what the color is. I just need it to work. What's good, y'all? It is Thursday. What did we do yesterday? Oh, last night we went to play tennis, and because it's getting really like hot and humid in Mississippi, most people have started to play in the evening, so the courts are usually like all pretty taken up, so you have to wait a little minute to get one. By the time we actually started playing, it was like dark. But today on the agenda, I have a few things to do. As you can see, I'm in these like Christmas pajamas because that's all that was clean right now. So I need to do my laundry. I need to go turn in my old iPhone to T-Mobile. I did not go get my film developed yesterday, so I need to go do that today as well. My office is like in shambles. It is so messy right now, so I kind of want to clean it before I start working again today. Hey y'all, checking in. I just wrapped up shooting the reel that I have been working on for the past couple days, and it turned out so fucking cool. Like, I'll let it play like right here with the sound off so I don't get copyrighted, but so y'all can see the genius that I came up with. I just feel like a whole lot came together to get this reel done because it's a combination of like a trend with the About Damn Time. What is it? What is the song called? The Lizzo song. I think it's called About Damn Time. Whatever. There's a trendy dance going around right now, so the reel incorporates that. It incorporates the stop motion that I've really been enjoying doing, and it incorporates the transitions, which people really enjoy seeing from me on Instagram. So I kind of just like put all this stuff together to get the reel that we ended up with, and I think it turned out really dope, so I'm excited to post it. Okay, just kidding. It literally immediately started raining after I put my tennis clothes on, but I will be wearing this fit tomorrow. I will be wearing this fit tomorrow. Is their coffee good? Hey y'all, checking in. I just got back from playing tennis, which was a good time as always. But I checked my Instagram and I posted the reel that I was really excited about earlier today, and Instagram decided to remove the music out of nowhere. Like if I go on the video, it literally says like, hold on, let me show y'all. It says the song is unavailable, even though the song is clearly not unavailable. It's a trending song right now that everybody's using. It's working on everybody else's reel. It works on my story. It just doesn't work on my reel. And it's like so frustrating that Instagram has all these glitches because I work super hard on my content. I spent hours making this one reel and Instagram like ruined it in like a second because the reel like doesn't really function without the song. Like I'm mouthing the words to the song, the movements and everything are like to the song. I'm dancing to the song. Like, bro, that shit is frustrating. So that kind of ruined my day because I was really excited about it and I thought it was going to perform really well, but without the music, like it's just, I just have to take the L. And I don't want to risk like deleting it and reposting it just for the same thing to happen, because when I posted about it on my story that it was happening, a lot of other people said that that's been happening on their reels lately. So I'm just gonna have to take the L on this one. Anywho, that kind of ruined my day, but I'm gonna be positive and just move on to the next piece of content that I need to create because things like this happen. So I feel like I'm gonna end this vlog here and enjoy my weekend without having to film. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and there will be more to come in this series about growing and glowing. So I will catch you in the next one. Bye.